into a division where, it's very local for us. I'm sure a lot of people tuning in are worrying about this division. So I'm going to get into this division and this specific team right now. Washington football team. Total is 8.5. What they did this offseason, we know they went out and got quarterback Ryan Fitzpatrick. From what I've seen, as far as the camp talk so far, he is going to be the starter. I don't know, Maul, if you're out there, you got any rebuttals there, but they picked up wide receiver Curtis Samuel as well. He's currently, I believe he's on the pup list right now. They got back guard Eric Flowers, William Jackson III. They also picked up. As far as their draft, picked up linebacker out of Kentucky, Jamin Davis, offensive tackle out of Texas, Samuel Comsey, and Minnesota cornerback Benjamin St. Juste. So, that's kind of their moves this past offseason. We know they were great on defense last year. Do we expect them to be better? Do we expect them to be worse? Total's 8.5. Rome, what do you think about this?
I think that line is right where it needs to be, and I would play the over before I play the under. The only problem with that organization this year is going to be their offense. If they can score points, they shouldn't have a problem. I think Dallas will win that division, but I think there's an opportunity for both teams to go over their total win totals. And I say that because Washington football team last year, we got it 8-8, but it was 8-8 on a down year in that division where the best quarterback in that division went down week 5 or 6. So, who knows how it is in Dallas. I mean, remember that game, in Landover where they're crushing Andy Dalton, not even picking him up off the floor. Dallas wasn't, low morale.
Right.
So it's like, that was Dallas at its very, low point of that year. But that's not going to be the same Dallas that pulls up this year. And to be honest, winning the division at 7-9 or 8-8, whatever they did last year, that wasn't impressive. But like I said, it's because they couldn't score points. That defense was great last year, and you kind of waddle into the playoffs with Taylor, Heineke, so that's how good that defense was last year. They had anybody plug and play in,
Right.
and they win the division. I think it's very optimistic to think that will happen again in terms of defensive success. I don't know how good that defense will be. That was 1 year of a good defense. We got it. We know the names. We know the faces. We know the numbers from last year. It's only been 1 year, so we got to see it again. And you need an offense. So it's a lot of question marks right now in Washington for me that just leave me on the fence about playing their over or their under. I don't have any leans really, but if I had some free money to place a bet, it'd be on the over. But like I said, I don't have too much for a team that has showed me 1 year of solid defense and no years of an offense.
Yeah, for me, I'm gonna lean towards the over with the Washington football team at 8.5 specifically. I think this is a team that could be competitive in this division. I don't think the Giants are going to be too good. I'm concerned about the Eagles as far as a 17-game season. So I think Washington football team is going to compete with the second year in this Ron Rivera, defensive scheme. Just more, as far as like the defensive backs understanding, kind of what they need to do. We know Chase Young is a beast. I believe they just re-signed Deron Payne to an extension. So and the Fitzpatrick is the great equalizer. I think he should play well. He's got some big targets on the outside with Scary Terry McLaurin, and I think Curtis Samuel can play a factor. He could play in the backfield as well. Kind of get some stuff with him and Antonio Gibson going. So I'll lean towards the over with the Washington football team, the home team. Drew, how do you feel about this 8.5 Washington football team?
I like the football team a lot. I think this number is right on the money. The thing that was scary about playing an over in this situation is less about the team, more about the schedule. I mean, they played like a gauntlet of a home schedule. They get you rather play if you're kind of trying to predict the over under. You rather play your hardest teams on the road and kind of and get those games at home and rack up those wins. But their home schedule, you play the Chargers, you play the Chiefs and Packers back to back, and get the Seahawks later in the year. The AFC West, NFC West. It's a hard kind of schedule for me to kind of navigate and predict. So it would be a pass for me as well. But I think the Washington football team is in a really good spot. I think getting 7 wins last year with their offense was incredible. And fifth is going to be a major boost. Yeah, a little bit off track. Because I don't have a total play for the football team. I do have a season-long total play for Chase Young, over 8.5 sacks. Year 2 is when you see pass rushers go blood. This is where they make their money right here. So Chase Young over 8.5 sacks is gonna be money in the bank.
Money in the bank. You heard it there from the prop god. Chase Young over 8.5 sacks.
Just an extra game to do that too. What's that on a regular season win total?
With the extra game with John Allen, DeAndre Payne, get one-on-ones. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
All right, so there it is from the prop god. Next team.